We're always training. Either we're training to defend or we're training to be attacked. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Love is Absolute coming to you live from the tribe. I want to bring another topic to your attention. As you can see on the screen, Training Day. If you remember the movie with Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, Training Day, what is he always telling Ethan Hawke? In order for you to catch the wolves and to protect the sheep, you have to become a wolf. In order for you to protect the sheep and catch the wolves, you must learn how to become a wolf. At the same time, you must learn how to defend against the wolf while having that balance of protecting the sheep but not attacking the sheep. Today, I want to bring up on the topic the importance of being prepared. What procedures should you take when you're in a situation to where you're in a life-threatening situation or you feel like you're being attacked? A lot of times, criminals or people who have a negative intent always are trying to challenge. They're always trying to test the environment. They always want to see who's going to stand up or who's not going to stand up. Perfect example of this was yesterday. I was working at work at the bar. This gentleman came up to another gentleman who was playing on the piano at the bar. He had some issue with him. I don't know what issue he had with him, but he wanted him to specifically stop playing the piano. And he kept screaming and screaming. And one of my patrons got up, and I didn't realize, I thought it was my coworker, but he wasn't. And he got up and it was standing next to the tree. And he's like, dude, you need to kick rocks. Like he was about to get in. He went into defense formation. And then I saw him and he looked straight at me and I looked straight at him. I got up. I was watching the whole thing and then I got up and I went to straight into defense formation. And I went inside the bar and I asked my manager, hey, does this guy have the right to play on there? He's like, we have nothing to do with that. I was like, okay. And at first I was just like relieved because like, okay, I don't want to deal with it. But one of the other guests and patrons, it was crazy because there's a lot of kids there. That's what was tripping. We had a whole big family, like 2 or 3 families that came in at a rush. They were like looking at me and then looking at the other guy and looking at the other guy screaming. And he was screaming and screaming. Said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Piano. He's going off, going off, going off, going off. And then we told him and then he left. And then he came back again. He's like, I'll call the cops. And then it was crazy because some of the homies came by. He was like, you good, dog? I was like, yeah. And I was looking at my phone. He's like, yeah, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then some of the homies came by and one of the homies got down and sat down playing the piano. I was like, what? And then I thought that was cool. But then the other guy came back. He came straight toward him. Man, I made a beeline exit. I went out of that. It was outdoor patio. I went out of that patio door and boy, I saw that and I roared. I yelled at him. I got loud. And then the other homie was like backing me up. Like he was like in the corner. He was like, let's go. I was like, let's go, bro. And then the guy was challenging me. He's like, what are you going to do? I was like, you're going to leave. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get up and you're going to leave. He goes, shut the fuck the piano. I was like, no, he ain't going to shut up. You're going to get ghost. And he's like, what are you going to do? And they always do that. And this is how criminal mindset. They always taunt you. They're always loud. See, that's the thing about criminals. They always are loud. They're always loud in front of other people. They always make a big scene. Remember, it's like a lion with no teeth. It's like a hyena. Think about how loud a hyena acts and how a lion acts. When a lion comes through, everyone's afraid. When a hyena comes through, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I got to deal with this motherfucker again. Everyone's not afraid of the hyena, but if a hyena has packs, that's why we notice certain ethnic groups, we're not going to name some, act like hyenas. And the reason why this is important for you to really prepare, and the reason why I was able to respond the way I was able to respond, basically in a nutshell, I was able to get the guy to stop. The guy went over to the hotel. That's where he was living. And then I called the cops. And I was just like, this dude. And it was crazy because during the whole situation, I was very calm. But what allowed me to be calm? Because I already have been through this situation in a different previous instance. But say you didn't know how to deal with this situation. It's important for you to always, the biggest thing with training and being prepared and know how to, do with procedures is your ability to be calm, peaceful, and inward balance. I did not feel an ounce of anxiety, worry, or doubt or fear. I was very calm. And even some of the patrons were joking. I thought that wasn't funny, because, they got privilege, but they're going to learn. They're going to learn wrestling. Yeah, I was very calm. I was very, very calm. And I just handled it. And it was in front of everybody. It was loud. I was loud, dude. I was loud, but I was very direct. I told him, get the fuck out. And I told the manager, the hotel manager, I was like, you better fucking handle him. And what was crazy about, like, he left, he's like, what you gonna do? Step across? I'm like, I ain't stepping nowhere, man. I'm gonna stay in my space. You come into my territory, you threaten my guests and my residents. No. And it's important for you to always be calm, be direct, and be assertive. Be calm, be direct, and assertive. And most importantly, if you're with other people, your friends, families, or you're with, say, like strangers or people you just met, you need to exercise leadership. That's what I like about one of the patrons. He took leadership. I took leadership, and like I made sure I acknowledge what he did. Always do that. Always acknowledge if somebody helps you or somebody teams up with you to deal with a problem, especially a problem like that, a verbal attack leading to a physical attack, to leading before you get verbal attack, physical intimidation to a physical attack. And because I thought it was awesome, and we teamed up. We had the same spirit, the same mind, and all of us went into attack mode, which was awesome. Not attack mode as far as like attacking him, but defense mode. We told him, always set a visual, verbal, and a very assertive boundary. Always set a visual, verbal, assertive, visual boundary. Is very important for you to know. Okay. And it's very important for you to learn how to train your mind to think like this. Train your mind to think in a way of not a victim, not someone who's scared, not someone who's, very reactionary, but proactive. We can't determine the things that happen to us. We can, but we think we can't, but we can determine how we respond to it or react. You're going to see I responded to that. And what gave me a clue before I even did any of that, happened, I paid attention to my surroundings. I paid attention to the guy who was interacting with one of my coworkers. And he was yelling at my coworker, hey, give me some ice, give me some ice, give me some ice, give me some fucking ice. My coworker said, fuck off. No, you get no ice. And I told myself that shit happens next time someone turns up, I'm going to, and that trained my mind to already automatically, train my mind. This is how am I going to respond? Because when I saw that, I didn't know it first. One of my patrons, my guest, and the other guest is crazy because they had, oh my god, it was so crazy. They had like so many kids then, and kids were just. I remember the response of the kids. They were like, because when he started screaming, the kids were just like staring, and then like the dad just gave me this crazy ass stare. He's like, call the cops and get this guy out here. I was like, okay, let me deal with this first. And then if it escalates, I'll deal with that. He's like, okay, because he gave me this. He was with his kid, and what was crazy about it, he gave me this stare. I was like, damn, because at first I didn't want to deal with it. But, again, due to my, training, knowing that I'm peaceful, I'm assertive, and I have sympathetic intelligence. Sympathetic intelligence means I feel what other people feel. Now empathy is like, being in other people's situation, put myself in other people's shoes, but I feel what they feel. I feel so strongly about it that I feel the urge to solve the problem. And this is a part of my training. The reason why I bring this up is, today's world, you have all this training. You're either trained to be a victim, you're trained to be a victim or a victor, or you're trained to be neutral. You're trained to be assertive, aggressive, or passive. You're trained to either be overly over the top assertive, overly aggressive, either assertive or passive, where passive means you just don't do anything. Aggressive means you go over the top and then you just go over bounds. And I'm going to bring that up right now. And assertive, you have the right balance. Remember, Assertive means trust, confidence in your ability to solve the situation, but yet you want to be peaceful for who you're interacting with. Crazy, as I was going home, the guy I saw the same guy who was yelling. So basically the cops came and patrolled the area, whatever. And as soon as I got off it, because I remember, same situation happened before. The guy, they always come back a second round or a second time. They always do it in private. They make a big show in public, but in private, and I saw him and I purposely walked away from him. I purposely did it on purpose. I walked away, didn't stop, just like, hey. He ran up on me and I knew he was gonna do something. I knew it. I had my water bottle in my hand. I was like, this dude does something, so I'm going to like lay him flat. And then as soon as he like, hey, he's screaming, I just turned around. I turned right into it. And he was like, what? Oh, whoa, wait, hey, whoa. See, again, training. What trained me or what prepared me to take the steps necessary? My intuition, because source code was like a button shirt. I didn't know why. I just unbuttoned my shirt because I had my undershirt under it. I just unbuttoned my shirt like this. And then I just like turned around. I don't know what that did. I turned around and I paced him. I was like, what's up? And then he's like, whoa. I want to apologize. But this guy was he was being so loud. I said, bro, I understand you have an issue with him, but you need to deal with that in private. He's like, no, I'm going to do it in private. But no. He's like, I'm going to do it, publicly, and I want to do it loud. I was like, no, okay, you got it because you're interrupting my business. I understand you have issues. My issue with him was not him having an issue with my guy who's playing. Even though he's really not my guy. They have issues because, they do the whole drug thing, and that's a whole nother story. Because what was crazy about it, before that even happened, I noticed, this is what was crazy. And when that situation was happening, I noticed the hotel manager was staring at me. I know the lady on the bike, the homeless lady on the bike, she came to the right-hand side of me and was staring at me. The homeless guy on the bike came to the left-hand side, was staring at me, and I knew something was up. See, this is what training is about. You being prepared. How do you be prepared when you don't know how to be prepared? You listen to your intuition. I'm telling you, listen to your intuition. And the way you listen to your intuition, you have to be quiet, you have to listen, and you have to follow instruction and advice. In order for you to stop danger, in order for you to prevent danger, in order for you to neutralize danger, you have to listen, recognize, see it first, listen to your intuition, your instructions, and you have to respond accordingly. For more information, email me at loveisabsolute3@gmail.com, loveisabsolute3@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Again, hopefully you found this video educational, and beneficial to your day. Brothers, pound, sisters, behave.